Good morning, Malacañang Press Corps. Good afternoon, Malacañang Press Corps. Happy Monday. Let's now have Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the Malacañang Press Corps. I'm ready, if you are.
Questions, MPC? Henry Uri, microphone, Pia, please.
Good afternoon, sir. Sa issue ng passport na umano'y natangay ng isang pribadong kumpanya ang data na kasama po nito. Unang-unang tanong namin, yun hubang UJEC ay dumaan sa bidding para makuha yung kontrata with Apo?
Kung dumaan sa bidding,
Aha.
ang lumalabas sa mga nakita kong dokumento, may joint venture daw sila.
Meaning, pagkahuba ganon ang transaksyon sa gobyerno, kailangan pa o hindi na kailangan ng bidding?
Depende kung anong nakalagay sa batas. Kung anong nakalagay doon. Kahit pa pwedeng joint venture, kung nakalagay sa batas, hindi pa pwede. Na kailangan may bidding, hindi may bidding pa rin. Pero teka muna, may tanong ako sa iyo. Sino nagsabing natangay ng isang private company yung database?
Yun ho yung lumalabas sa
Was it identified?
pahayag ni Secretary
Was it identified kung anong company?
UJEC.
So hindi pa natin alam pala exactly kung anong company. So let's investigate first.
Okay. Pero si SFA ho ang nagsabi. Okay.
Pero kasi may mga naririnig ako, he was misinformed. Kaya, yeah. So perhaps we should first wait for an investigation on the matter para mas klaro yung issues.
Opo. Totoo po bang noong 2017, ayon kay Secretary Yasay, former Secretary Foreign Affairs, ipinapa-resend na nila yung kontrata with UJEC?
That's what he said. Whether that's covered by a particular document or not, I do not know.
Apo. Nakonsulta ba kayo ng panahon na yon bilang Chief Presidential Legal Counsel?
Sa rescission, wala siyang tinatanong sa akin kung i-rescind.
So hindi po kayo nakonsulta?
Kinusultahan niya ako sa ibang bagay pero hindi yung rescission.
Mhm. So anong position ninyo roon noong panahon na yun?
Pinatingnan niya lang sa akin yung joint venture. Sabi ko naman, you have to give me all the documents first. Kulang yung mga dokumento kaya hindi ako makagawa ng conclusive opinion on the matter. Meron ako initial pero based lang on mga documents. So we've been asking them to give us all the documents relative to that matter. Pero kulang pa eh.
Kanina po sa
Sa PCO, sa UJEC, sa DFA.
kanina po sa pakikipag-usap ko kay Chairman and CEO Michael Dalumpinas ng Apo Printing, sinabi niya na hanggang ngayon ay nakakontrata pa yung UJEC at hindi pwedeng i-terminate sapagkat dumaan ito sa proseso at inapprove ito ng NEDA.
Siguro yun ang kanyang opinion. Pero kami kasi, unless you give us all the documents and look at those documents in relation to the laws relative to the matter, hindi natin malaman kung tama yung sinasabi niya o hindi.
Okay. On the part ng Malacañang, so kumbinsido kayo, no, delikado at ang kung yung data po ng may hawak ng passport ay nakuha ng isang pribadong sektor at nawawala.
Una nga, hindi pa natin sigurado kung nawawala nga o hindi kasi may nagsabing nandyan, sabi namang hindi. So I'd rather not make any comment unless facts have been given to my office.
Last on my part, any directives from the President about this?
The President, of course, doesn't want these birth certificates being lost. Even without him saying it, hindi dapat mangyari yan. But hindi pa nga natin alam exactly kung nandyan o wala. Kasi may nagsasabi nandyan. Nagsasabing wala. Ano ba talaga? So let's wait.
Rose Novenario.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, tingin nyo ba safe yung gano'n na, di ba, parang concerns ng personal data ng ating mga mamamayan, dapat ba natin ipagkatiwala ito sa isang pribadong kumpanya, lalo na itong ganito kasensitibong dokumento like passport?
First, we are assuming na pinagkatiwala natin sa pribadong kumpanya. Hindi pa nga natin alam yun eh. That's precisely why I'm saying I need the facts bago kami gumawa ng komentaryo. Puro ano lang, nag-i-speculate. Sabi ng ganito, sabi ng ganyan. Hindi pa malaman eh. I want the formal communication coming from them and giving me the facts.
So sir, may halimbawa meron bang panawagan yung meron bang assurance ang gobyerno na may kakayahan ang pamahalaan na gawin itong passport na ito ng walang foreign company or walang private company intervention?
Ay kung kakayahan, palaging meron ng gobyerno.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay, Celerina.
Sir, clarification. Kasi based from my understanding dun sa mga nabasa ko, including the statement of Secretary Yasay, it was the French company which apparently ran off dito sa mga documents na to kasi the contract was existing during that time when the previous administration entered the contract with APO and UGEC. So is it true na it's the French na kinontrata naman ng BSP to print that passport?
Again, I will repeat what I said. I do not know the facts as they claim. According to Mr. Yasay, ito yung kontrata between the four. Hindi ko pa nakikita yan eh. I need documents showing all those claims to be validated by a formal document para makagawa tayo ng tamang sagot.
Pero sir, is the palace conducting its own
Oh yes,
investigation?
in fact, hindi ba, there was a directive already to conduct an investigation. We will make a definitive conclusion or findings once all those documents are submitted to us.
Is there a time frame to
Immediately, dapat. Kasi mga ganitong bagay, hindi dapat ito pinatatagal.
Sir, is it the NBI or ito lang the NPC which is conducting the investigation?
Wala pang NBI. Pwede lang naman internal, kahit DFA, pwede rin sila mag-imbestiga on its own.
Still on passport. Joseph, then Julie.
So, sino po sa Palace specifically is going to investigate this outside of the Data Privacy Commission?
Hindi, sa ngayon DFA. DFA, kasi
you mean
turf na DFA yan eh. Dahil nangyari sa kanila. It has to have,
Not
to
the
conduct its
palace.
own internal organization.
Not Malacañang, sir. Clarification.
Not at this time.
DFA first, no? Okay.
But as soon as kasi kami, meron kami mga requests to give us documents. So, independently, we will conduct our own probe.
Your office?
Yes.
The Chief Legal
Yes.
Counsel? Okay. Sir, all right. So right now, it appears that the French company has in possession the data, no?
No.
In subject.
Right now, it appears that somebody is claiming that a foreign company was contracted, a foreign company did this and did that. Puro nga claim eh. I haven't seen the documents. They have to show me documents that will validate what they're saying.
No, if
Until
Obertu-
such time, mahirap magkomentaryo.
But I'll try, sir. So if Overture possesses the
It what?
The French company, sir, possesses the data, can the government compel it to release the data because it belongs to the
Well,
state?
certainly, the data belongs to this government. Hindi mo pa pwedeng kukunin ng iba.
And how is this going to be, sir? The compelling of release?
Hindi pa nga tayo. Tingnan muna natin kung nasa kanila nga.
Not just the process, sir. You said you can. So how?
The process there is to demand return kung nasa kanila.
Okay.
O, pag hindi, di-demand mo sila. Ganun lang yun.
Sa court, no, sir?
Yes.
Kung mandamos, mga ganun, ano bang klaseng petition yun?
Mag-file ka ng recovery ng mga dokumentong lang. O, baka demanda pa natin sila ng theft.
Okay.
But right now, hindi pa nga natin alam eh kung sino may hawak, anong kontrata. Wala eh. Puro, he said this, he said that. Wala eh. I need documents.
All right, sir. Thank you for
Okay,
that.
Julie, then Celerina.
Sir, even if we don't have the facts yet at hand, what's the government's...
Even if we don't what?
Even if we don't have the facts yet at hand, what's the government's reassurance to the people that it isn't prepared for, say, a worst-case scenario, that the
We
data
are
was
assuring
indeed
them.
stolen? Yeah.
We
ano-
definitely, we will not allow any delay on the issues of passports or putting stringent requirements that will burden our people into getting their passports.
How about, sir, about the concerns of identity theft? Anong pong pwede maging reassurance ng government? Do you have any reminders to say, bawa, financial institutions or nag-i-issue ng IDs?
With respect to security, syempre yung initial department na will be DFA. They have to learn from whatever lessons they have. Kasi right now nga, hindi natin alam kung totoong nawala nga o hindi. Baka nandyan lang yun.
Celerina.
Sir, sorry, a clarification. You have mentioned that it should be the DFA which should investigate. But there was a statement by Secretary Locsin that it's not their duty to conduct an investigation, but it's the DOJ or the Senate if the Senate wishes to. So,
Who said that?
Si Secretary Locsin po sa Twitter niya. So,
No,
Sino?
Baka naman na misquote mo lang siya. Siyempre, as department head, he will have to conduct his own investigation on the matter kasi siya ang head ng department. Para malaman niya kung sino mga nagkamali, may omission, may failure on the part of the staff.
so the palace is now
Siyempre,
asking
iba
the
pa yung
DFA.
sinasabi niya sa Kongreso. Iba naman yun.
Kasi sir, so the Senate, the palace is now asking the DFA to conduct its own
We don't have to ask.
investigation.
I think that's the duty of the head of any department to conduct any internal investigation on matters that has called the attention of the people relative to any what appears to be either an omission, a failure, a mistake, or an anomaly.
Okay, Ina, still on passport.
Sir, this is a statement from Secretary Locsin doon sa kanyang Twitter din. Sabi niya, because previous contractor got pissed when we terminated it, made off with data. We did nothing about it or couldn't because we were in the wrong. That sounds contrary to what you're saying. Kumbaga,
Well,
it seems to imply na
I
wala tayong
suppose-
magagawa.
I think it's Secretary Locsin should be responding to that question with respect to they are in the wrong. I do not know why they were in the wrong. This is a statement. We have to ask him why. Why do you think you were in the wrong or the DFA was in the wrong?
Okay. Raymond, sa passport pa rin.
Sir, parang kasi matagal na ito. Before pa nag-confirm si Secretary Locsin, may mga passport renewal na nangyari na ni-require sila ng DFA to submit yung birth certificates. So as we speak, wala pa tayong hawak na documents considering time is of essence dahil it's a digital world. Any second, this could be sold sa black market ng mga data, information. So how long or how fast can we take hold of that missing database ng mga
Well, today we're writing the DFA regarding that matter. We're also writing PCOO relative to the same. We're writing also UVEC. Ganun din. So, gagalaw yan.
So can we actually do something like yung foreign entity na yun, can we ask our foreign government or counterpart na may saklaw doon sa entity na yun to hold this foreign entity na secure at hindi maibenta elsewhere yung data?
Hindi, kasi gaya nga sinabi ko, nag-i-speculate pa tayo dun sa foreign entity. Hindi ko nga alam exactly kung ano yung foreign entity yun. I have to see a document
Pero sabi,
na makakontrata natin yung foreign company, anong napag-usapan nila, kailan terminated yon, ano under the terms and conditions of the contract, ano ba ang nakalagay doon. We have to know that first.
and lastly, also you mentioned na you will not allow another burden sa mga, lalo yung mga...
Definitely, we will not.
So, can we take your word na hindi na kailangan yung mga magre-renew ng passport ng magdala ng birth certificate ngayon?
Depende. Kung one, if it's true na nawala, di siyempre, kung wala kang database, then you have to produce a database again. Pero hindi naman lahat maapektuhan kasi yung mga kagaya natin, yung recent na nabigyan, hindi na kailangan yun. Yung mga previously, yung manual yata.
Hindi, ang kasama yung green, tapos yung machine readable na maroon, starting after 2009. So yung mga mag-renew after, yung mga kasama doon, ay hindi na required, hindi nyo papayagan na i-require pa ng DFA na magdala ng birth certificate.
Basta what I know is, kung kasama ka na dun sa latest na processing, hindi ka na kailangan mag-produce. Ang masasama lang yung mga manual issued na passport.
So kung kasama ako, pwede kong invoke yung pangalan mo.
Na ano?
Na hindi, sinabi ng Secretary Panelo. Sabihin ko na hindi na kailangan.
Unang-una, hindi pa nga natin alam kung totoong nawala. Yun nga eh. Nag-speculate tayo. I need to know exactly nawala ba o hindi. So I'm waiting for the DFA to tell us.
Sir, may patanong lang from sa France, sa Paris, kung pati raw po yung data ng mga nag-renew at nag-apply ng passport sa embahada sa France at other embassies ay may possibility din na kasama sa dumanay na tangay na dating kontrakto na gumagawa ng passport.
Hindi pa natin na alam yun eh, kung kasama sila o kung natangay nga o hindi.
Okay. MPC, other issue. Okay. Celerina, then.
Sir, pinapatanong lang ni Rose Cos. Defense Secretary Delphine Lorenzana revealed last Friday that President Duterte will join a big rally on January 18 in Cotabato City to appeal to people to vote yes for the Bangsamoro Organic Law. Do you think this will be an effective way to convince the people? Is the palace confident that majority of the affected people in Mindanao will ratify BOL? Why, sir?
Number one, di ko alam kung pupunta nga siya doon January 18. Number two, is it effective? Depende yun. Depende sa reception ng taong pupuntahan mo. But ultimately, it will be the people's call, whether they want it or not. What is important and certain is that the president will abide by whatever the will of the sovereign people in that part of this country is.
But do you think it would help if the president himself would appear and
Well, certainly,
convince
the voice of the
people?
president is always a powerful influence on whatever matter he gives his voice into.
Do you think there is a need for the president to again call for the support of these people who will be affected to vote for BOL?
Do I think?
Does the palace think that?
Depende kay Presidente yan. If he feels that there is a need, then he will campaign for that. If he feels that it will win, even without his calling for voters to support it, then he will not.
Pero sir, right now it's like less than a week or almost a week before the plebiscite will be held. So hindi nyo pa ba nakikita na kailangan na ni Presidenteng pumunta doon, considering that there are some local officials who are really opposing sa BOL? Like
The
in
President
Cotabato.
is his best judge of what will be the outcome of this plebiscite. He will make a move if he thinks he should. He won't sit and just watch if he feels hindi kailangan.
Okay, thank you. Pia?
Sir, regarding po dun kay Bacolod PNP Chief Ebreo, ano po yung mga events or yung reason ni President Duterte to lead him to sack Ebreo and the 4 other police officials because of drugs daw?
Then there must be a basis why the President has relieved this chief. I suppose intelligence information has reached him. That's why he made his move.
So he has his own intelligence sources, sir.
Well, not only his own. We have the PNP, we have the CIDG, we have the PIDEA. All these agencies ordinarily provide information relative to those involved in the illegal drug industry.
Right. Sir, si Ebreo and the 4 other police officials, tanggal ba sila sa posisyon nila or tanggal sila sa serbisyo? And were they given due process before the decision of the President?
Ang alam ko lang, nirelieve siya as Chief of Police. Yun pa lang. Meron namang, there is an administrative process for that. So right now, he's been relieved as Chief of Police of Bacolod.
So dadaan pa po sila sa proseso?
Definitely. Palagi naman ganun.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, MPC, questions?
Sir, supposedly pupunta si Ebreo and the 4 other police officials here in Malacañang.
No
2
info on
p.m.
that. Parang ngayon ko lang narinig.
Wala sa schedule ni Presidente, sir.
Hindi ko nakita. Wala sa schedule ko nakita.
Okay, mga last questions na. Maricel, other issue.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, may we have your reaction about the Pulse Asia survey saying that Filipinos trust U.S. more than China. This is despite the statements of the president na more on pro-China statements.
I think some time ago I've already responded to that question. There was a similar survey on that. I said that it's understandable for Filipinos to feel that way because ngayon pa lang we've been used to the States being our ally. So masanay tayo sa Amerika. But siguro as we go along at nakita na yung sincerity ng China with respect to agreements between the two countries, baka mabago yung kanilang pananaw.
But doesn't this reflect, sir, yung influence ni Presidente when it comes to persuading people?
Not necessarily. It takes some time for people to accept certain changes that they're not used to it.
Sir, on other issue, meron lang, sir, lumabas dun sa search engine, I think, ng Google, na since 2012, meron daw pong request yung government to remove 80 items, articles and videos critical of the government, specifically President Duterte. Given that Malacañang has been very vocal about press freedom and all, why is there a need for the executive department to request the removal of articles and videos critical of the government?
Parang first time ko narinig yun lang. Sino source mo dyan?
Sir, nasa item po ng article ng News 5, sir.
News 5?
Yes, sir.
Tanungin natin News 5 saan galing mo.
Ako nga yun.
Ay, ikaw pala yan eh. Ano ba source mo?
Sir, sa search engine ng Google, based on the studies of Google, since 2012, meron daw 25 requests.
Coming from whom?
From the Executive and Judiciary
Which
Department.
particular... Kailangan you have to pinpoint para alam natin.
Okay, sir. I will forward the article
Hindi,
and
yung article mo,
research
malabo
to you.
rin eh. Kasi executive and...
No, sir. Merong mga figures. I will forward it
Yeah,
to
but
you.
is there a particular department?
Sir, wala
person?
eh. Generic
you see?
lang eh.
We'll be clutching at straws. Pag ganun, hindi natin alam. Cannot confront particular agency, department, or person. Parang general yung ano niya eh. Kaya ngayon ko lang narinig.
Okay, Celerina, Joyce, and then Joseph.
Sir, there was a petition for mandamus that was filed by Congressman Andaya for the DBM to release the fourth tranche of the increase of salary ng government workers.
Nag-file na ba siya?
Kanina po.
Saan?
Oho.
Saan siya nag-file?
So, Secretary Jokno, during an earlier briefing, he insisted that without the 2019 GAA, that would not be granted. Is Malacañang supporting the position of Secretary Jokno?
Now, let's put it this way. Since there is already a mandamus petition before the court, it becomes sub judice, we will let the court decide it. It will necessarily ask the respondent, Ben Jokno, to respond. And then when the issues meet, and they will resolve.
Okay, Ina.
But sir, what then can you tell government workers expecting this salary hike na supposedly effective January 1? What is Malacañang's explanation for why this is not being released yet?
Well, hindi ba, the explanation according to Secretary Jokno is that the fourth tranche is supposed to be included in the 2018 budget. And since there is no budget as of 2018 and the 2017 it will be a reenacted budget and it's not there, kaya hindi, 2019 rather, nabaliktad. Kaya hindi pa pwede. But I heard the president was saying he will work for the increase in addition to the fourth tranche, diba? Nangako siya.
So, sir, sorry. So you are sharing the position of the budget secretary that there needs to be the enacted 2019 GAA before the SSL's fourth tranche could be implemented.
Yes, kasi nga, anong magiging basis mo? Where will you get the money for the fourth? But as soon as the budget is enacted, that's precisely why we were urging graciously the House of Reps to finish, as well as the Senate, to approve the budget para makapasok na agad on the second quarter.
Because si Congressman Andaya is saying that reasoning is kumbaga holding hostage daw po yung salary hike.
The one holding hostage would be Congress, not executive department.
Joyce? Microphone.
Sir, former Navy Chief Alexander Pama said in a Facebook post, he actually expressed concern on the possible Chinese takeover of Hanjin Shipyard sa Subic, sir. He mentioned that aside from financial economic issues, merong national security issue daw po.
Anong handling shipyard? Ano yun?
Sa Subic, sir?
Ha?
Sa Subic, shipyard sa Subic, sir. Possible takeover ng isang ng Chinese.
What do they mean taking over? It defaulted on its loans. They defaulted?
May
Ano
national
ba?
security issue daw po, given na possible na magkaroon ng naval and maritime assets ang China dun sa lugar, sir.
Hindi naman. Speculation pa lang yun na they will take over. When a company declares bankruptcy, sino man magkaka-interesadong kunin yun?
So, sir, you don't see any national security issue as of this time?
We'll just be speculating. Di pa natin alam kung sino gustong pumasok, kung sino gustong mag-take over.
Joseph?
So my statement, I think, from the DTI that two companies will kind of like be the white knight to tide over Hanjin.
What are these companies? Philippine company?
Chinese companies, sir. Two Chinese. So that's where I think the fear or the worry comes from. Na eventually, the Chinese companies might be able to take over, not naman take over, but operate a crucial area.
But the one declaring bankruptcy is also a Chinese entity.
It's Korean, sir.
Korean?
Hanjin is Korean,
Edi
sir.
foreign pa rin. Di ganun pa rin. Bakit naman hindi tayo concerned sa ibang bansa tapos concerned tayo sa China?
So we shouldn't be concerned.
Sa ngayon nag-i-speculate pa tayo. We have to, puro chismis eh.
No, sir. It's a statement from the DTI saying two Chinese are prepared
Interested,
to...
pero hindi naman sinasabi na they are bidding for it. They will. Nagpaparamdam pa lang sila. From what I gather, mayroong Filipinong gustong mag-take over.
Whoa. Sino, sir?
Maraming shipping. Maraming shipping magnates sa Pilipinas na can afford. So let's wait.
But sir,
natin.
kung halimbawa Chinese company ngayon
Kung Chinese company naman na dati na nating ka-deal at wala namang problema,
walang issue.
walang issue. Kung hindi natin kilala, di siyempre we have to vet para malaman natin.
Sige.
No more questions,
Ay,
Joseph?
follow up, sir. Sir, meron lang report yung sa AMTI. It's the...
CIS?
No, sir. Asia Maritime Transparency Initiative saying that there's an increase or there's a heavy presence of Chinese fishermen in our areas, in specifically in Subi and Mischief Reef. There's a lot of activities there, presence of Chinese fishermen, but sometimes they're not necessarily fishing. They're just there for presence. No. First question: are we not worried about the presence of Chinese fishermen there, knowing, of course, that they may be part of the PLA?
I'm sure whoever is authorized to oversee that area, alam nila ang gagawin nila if they feel na may security threat. No? Dahil kung fisherman lang naman, pareho rin tayo, nagpupunta rin tayo doon sa what they claim to be theirs, pinapabayaan tayo mag-fish. So, walang problema kung fishing lang.
But of course, there's of course, you know that they are not regular. Some of them are not regular fishermen. Yeah.
But we do not know that yet. Yun ang speculation lang yun. But as I said, kung sino yung nagbabantay doon, alam nila kung may threat o wala.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll do and respond accordingly.
But as of now, we're not doing our independent investigation whether there is such a heavy presence.
Oh, I'm sure the Department of National Defense is doing that already.
Okay.
Okay, Joseph?
Yeah.
Last question, RJ.
Ay, sir, nagkomento na po ba si Presidente sa nangyayari sa House with this apparent resistance from his allies there with regards to budget for the 2019 and the abolition of the road board? Di ba siya nadidismaya sa mga kaalyado niya?
Di ba meron na kami sinabi tungkol dyan. We urge them graciously to approve it kasi maapektuhan yung mga social services, yung mga infrastructures.
Pero
At
sir,
nagsalita na rin siya na hindi totoo yung sinasabi lang may insertion si Benjoco. Sinabi niya hindi totoo yan. Kasi yung gumagawa ng budget, precisely yun nga ang trabaho mo eh.
pero sir, what does it say about his influence over his allies in Congress na parang resistant sila?
Nasa kanila yan. Alam mo naman si Presidente hindi nakikialam. It's their call, but, di ba sinabi niya doon sa statement na binigay natin, the Filipino people will not accept such delay, inordinate delay, na maapektuhan ang kanilang interest.
Sir, this only happened under the leadership of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Parang di naman masyado before under Speaker Alvarez.
Kanya-kanyang diskarte sa loob nila. If you talk with the speaker, sabihin niya wala siyang alam doon. Kasi ang daya lang sa si Suarez. But
Sir,
alam mo, kahit ano pang sabihin natin o nila, I think they will be approving the general budget soon.
sir, nakapag-usap na po ba si Speaker Arroyo at the President?
They don't have to. They have their own departments, their own branches
Okay,
to
thank
work
you.
on. But I'll be meeting with the speaker tomorrow evening.
For what, sir?
For dinner.
Dinner?
Chika.
Chika ba?
So, if you want to ask through me, I will ask her. Anong gusto mong tanong ko sa kanya?
What's next for her, sir?
Retirement.
After May
According
12.
to her retirement.
Pero sir, may balak bang Pangulo na i-appoint siya sa cabinet?
Hindi ko. I'll ask her. Pero from her body language, no, sinasabi niya, I want to retire.
Would she be willing to accept whatever offer the president would offer?
Baka hindi would she be willing, would she want to work some more? Yun siguro ang tanong. I'll ask her.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Joyce, last na.
Sir, doon sa speech ni President Duterte, recently lang, he said to the bystanders, if your bishop passes by, rob them, and they have lots of money, kill them. Nag-react po si Sorsogon Bishop Arturo Bastes, and he said that this is a serious matter and the president may not be a good role model to the younger generation. And he even said that the president is like, quote, speaking like a devil, and there must be a movement among decent Filipinos to make him stop from saying evil things.
I think we already issued a statement on that. Sabi natin, yung estilo ni Presidente, ever since ganun na style niya. Ang ibig niya lang sabihin, kayong mga nasa simbahan, especially the bishops, you're living in comfort and yet people are wallowing in poverty. Hindi nyo ginagawa yung katuruan na binibigay nyo sa faithfuls. Saka isa pa, di ba sabi ni Presidente, ang hirap naman sa inyo, kayong naunang bumanat sa akin, ngayon binabanatan ko kayo, nagre-react kayo. If you can unleash tyrants against the President, then be ready to receive some in return.
So you're not concerned naman, sir, dun sa sinasabi nila na he may not be a good model to the younger generation, given his style of
No, you know why?
speaking?
Even the priest, tanda mo, the President has made many adverse remarks, questioning the doctrines of the Catholic Church. And then I heard this priest, yung sa Nazarene, di ba sinasabi niya, it does not affect the faithful. O sila na mismo nagsasabi, it will not affect the faithful. Kasi yung tayo, like in the Black Nazarene, may kanya-kanyang personal experience sa kanilang paniniwala sa Diyos. So kahit anong banat mo dyan, kung naniniwala sila, naniniwala talaga sila.
Okay. Pia?
Sir,
Sir, whatever happened to the dialogue between President Duterte and the church leaders? Meron po bang pinuntahan niyo?
Wala,
Pag-usap
ano
na?
Eh, nag-umpisa lang, di ba, nung kasagsagan. After that, wala na. Eh, siguro nga kasi, di ba ganyan naman mga Pilipino, kung may problema, let's meet and talk. And then after a while, wala, nakalimutan na naman. Tapos hanggang pumutok ulit, oh, let's meet and talk. Ganyan. No, what I meant, I was referring to those who asked for a dialogue. Naalin?
Okay, Pia?
Yes, President Duterte also said na tatapusin niya na yung mga banat niya sa simbahan.
Eh kasi binanata siya sa, di ba may nag-wish sa kanya na mamatay ka na sana? Meron. Meron. Ano? Di ba may wish, death wish? Eh hindi naman ako tataka kung may death wish. Yung laban eh.
Sir, si Senate President Tito Soto said that he's willing to mediate between President Duterte and the church leaders. Willing ba din si President Duterte na buhayin ulit yung
Si
dialogue?
Presidente naman, okay lahat yan. Si Presidente, alam nyo, si Presidente, anything that is beneficial to the nation, palagi siyang gusto. Okay sa kanya lahat yan. Napakadaling kausap si Presidente.
He's willing to revive the talks.
Of course, kung hinihingi ba nila, wala namang problema kay Presidente. Okay lang okay sa Presidente.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, may follow-up sa kanya. Julie?
Sir, you said that if you unleash tirades against the president, be prepared to receive some tirades from the president.
Hindi ko nakarinig. Ano yan?
You said earlier, if you release tirades against the president, be prepared to receive tirades
In
from the
other words, if you
president.
can,
Yeah. Apo. I remember President
Marunong ka
Duterte
rin
has
mag-receive.
previously said na parang he is open to receiving criticism from Filipinos but not foreigners. Those criticizing him are Filipinos, and yet the president is criticizing them. So, ano po yung, where's the balance? So,
alam mo, ang
ano pong
nire-react ni Presidente nga, hindi ba sabi niya, you're using the pulpit to attack me. Hindi pa pwede yung ginagawa niyo. So I'll be using my own office para sagutin ko kayo.
So, meaning, sir, the president is only receiving
Res-
criticism
He
not
is
from the
only
church?
defending himself from attacks.
Okay.
It's self-defense.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, no more? MPC? Okay na? Secretary?
Thank you.
Secretary, di ba?
Nga pala, we have some narratives from the DFA. On the invitation of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, H.E. Maitripala Sirisena, President of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, will undertake a state visit to the Philippines from 15 to 19 January of this year. President Sirisena will meet with the President on January 16, 2019 in Malacañang Palace. Their bilateral discussions will focus on areas of mutual interest, including political, economic, agriculture, cultural, and people-to-people engagement. While in the Philippines, the President of Sri Lanka is also scheduled to meet with officials of the Asian Development Bank and the International Rice Research Institute in Los Baños. He is also expected to meet the Sri Lankan community in Manila. The visit of the President of Sri Lanka is of historic significance. It will be first by a Sri Lankan president serving both as head of state and government under Sri Lanka's 1978 constitution. Prior to that, Prime Minister Sirimavo Bandaranaike was the only other Sri Lankan leader to visit. In 1976, since the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries, which was in 1961, that was the follow-up of that visit. Done.
Okay, thank you. Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Malacañang Press Corps. Back from my studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.